the lady will.
So Newman, it looks like your internet is freezing, or is that just for me?
It could have been me. I just glitched out.
Poor connectivity the last couple of days.
Yeah. Hello and welcome. This is the working team meeting for C4C on October the 4th. We will do it. We've got a agenda document. We've done our check-ins. We've got an agenda document that we're going to work through. Thank you very much. Does anyone have anything? I'm going to share my screen and we'll see what we can add to our agenda. Okay. Would
maybe just to try to maximize your bandwidth, Newman, turn off your camera.
Oh,
just
yeah,
so we can hear you a bit better.
There you go. How about that?
Does it help if we turn our videos off as well, Bruno?
I'm not sure, potentially.
Okay, I'll shut mine off.
All right. Account. What sort of things are pressing for fun? My internet is gone.
Can we jump in?
Yeah, let's jump in. Yeah, let's jump in. Let's do accounting. We'll kick off. We'll kick off with accounting. That might be good. All right.
Can you give me maybe some? Can someone give me power for sharing the screen?
Yep. I'm gonna do it. Go ahead. There we go.
Everyone can share screen.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. And can you scroll down a little bit? Yeah. So we agreed on the top section. I think the last time we worked on this bottom part. So I allocated, I think we said 4 to 5 meetings worth of ADA to the closeout report. So that's what we allocated there, and we allocated gimbals to the speakers of the events. So we just want to check in, and if you guys think those amounts look okay.
And just for clarity, this is for the Fund 7 events.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, monthly events, Fund 7. So the other weekly stuff we can do once you receive the ADA for the closeout reports. But with the ADA that's currently available, we can pay for these monthly events.
Okay, and this is for event 3, 4, and 5 on Chain Your Event, Plastics, and Cardano in the Twitter space.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about this, so I'm okay. We had a pretty long conversation around some of this.
Yes. Does that the closeout report amount looks okay?
So I'm
I
curious.
think we just go ahead and consent. Is that the idea, Nori? But this looks good.
Yeah, if people have any concerns, they should bring it up. This is kind of our dry run for the larger Fund 8 stuff. Like, we don't have a whole lot. We have like a couple thousand ADA, I think, here. So it's.
Yeah, this is a small budget.
Small budget.
And the link to this document, maybe that would be helpful too in the chat if it's public.
Yes. Yes, it's in your Google Drive. But,
okay.
I'll track it down. This is Newman.
I will share it, no problem, in chat, so you will have it.
So Mira, you're sharing your screen. Could you? Have we got all the way to the side? Because I'm missing the columns on the shared screen. If you could just go through from the top down, just kind of scroll through. So this is that the weekly meetups, planning meetings. Some people got gimbals.
This is the yes.
Yeah,
The
looks
hosts get ADA for the planning meetings. The hosts get ADA and the attendees get gimbals.
awesome.
And for a certain amount goes to preparation for the events as well.
And where is that on this one? Oh, planning, on the planning part, right?
Yes. So there's two. There's the planning meetings and then there's the actual events. So at the top you'll see we allocated 80% of the ADA to preparation and 20% of, well, it's split in two. So the first half goes to planning and the second half goes to events. We actually made that 60-40. So 60% went to events and 40% went to planning. And then for the planning, 80% of that went to preparation and 20% went to the actual meetings. And then for the events, 10% went to the host, 10% went to the speakers, and 80% went to preparation. That's where all these
Yes,
amounts.
this green one. Though.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
That's what we agreed on last time.
Looks good.
Cool. Okay. I think then, yeah, if Melanie says it's good, then all the core team members pretty
Yeah,
much said it's.
Because Yoram was here last week, right? He's away this week. Yeah.
Yes, that's
Good.
right.
Awesome. Just go for it. This is beautiful work.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Oh
it
my
makes
goodness.
the fund 8 stuff way easier because now we've kind of agreed on how
Mhm.
things break down and we can start tracking contribution and everything and do the
Yes.
same.
I'm wondering, the only thing I'm wondering about is the weighting between the events and the weekly meetups. Is it, I guess the percent works because there's 4 meetups, but when it comes to the budget, because weekly meetups actually take quite a bit of time.
I think we did there is budget for that. We're not paying for this. That is in the, because for this we are paying for the monthly events, but there's another.
Yeah, this is
sheet.
just
Oh,
the events budget. We haven't done the hub.
yes.
Okay,
Yes, we have
okay, got it. That was, but see, meetups are part of the event, right?
We did on that same document. There's another sheet where where we allocated for those meetups as well for the weekly
Okay,
meetups.
good.
as
So
well.
there's an additional amount for the meetups over and
Yes,
above
it's on-
events. Yeah.
It's no, it's not on the same page. It's on another tab at the bottom. I think it's called weekly
Meeting.
meetings. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the next tab over.
You know what? It's going to just feel really awesome to get it done. You know, even if it's
Yes.
good enough for now and safe enough to go forward with. And like Nori said, it should make it a lot easier for next for Fund 8. Good dry run for sure.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Okay. Thanks. That's it.
All right. Let's keep going down the line. Thanks, Andre and Miro.
Big
Document.
thanks.
Yeah.
Big, huge thanks.
Yes.
This should be a little bit of a dance thanks for all your patience and work. Absolutely amazing. We're kind of sort of sliding through this really quickly, but you know, when I think about all the work that you guys have done on this, it just huge heartfelt thank from my side to take care of this end of things. So thank you.
Thank you for opportunity.
Mhm.
For sure. If everybody's okay, maybe we can move to the documentation, which is next in the list. And if And if we don't have much to say about documentation, we can go quickly over it.
I have a bit to update there.
Okay.
Let me bring up the agenda. Where is that? Sorry, I should have been preparing during the last one. I will open the Miro board.
Oh, look at this. I'm playing around with a new tool for time stamping. If I do a colon, semicolon, and the T in a space, my computer knows that I want the time and it puts it in. Okay, so there's a little tip.
Say that again, because Juanita's here and she's been working on the time stamping, which is another thing for D work, right? Kind of off topic, but say that T colon.
Oh, it's just it's an.
Can you put the tip in the?
I'll send it in the chat. Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome. So we have a Miro board to do the C4C documentation and website stuff. This is a part of the community collaboration standards, part of what we do. If you're interested in helping re-envision the C4C website, please go here and put your Discord handle up here so that we can actually reach out and start a group and do some stuff. And then we're kind of testing out the new forum feature in Discord just to have the conversation around the website. Actions, we have a to-do, doing, and done. Thanks for organizing that, Newman. I saw that you had taken a random group of stickies and made them a little more like a board. So just for the done stuff, we checked the website is WordPress ready, and Jem helped me reset some stuff. So I have some administrative rights now, so I don't have to bug him every time we want to do something.
Perfect.
And then he went through, and there's a plugin from Pete Bowie called Cardano Press.
Perfect.
WordPress plugin. It's all set up now, and now we can log in with our wallets. And it has some powerful features, like we can say, if your wallet contains this particular C4C NFT, it unlocks a portion of the website so you can actually add articles, or you can edit this documentation section, or we can start playing with it to make our website actually Web3 enabled and kind of eat our own dog food. Just as kind of a saying, like really do stuff that works using the technology that we're espousing is going to change the world. So this is one step in that direction. So I'm super excited.
So Nori, would that work for the accounting as well? Like would we be able to do our accounting when it comes to gimbals, for example, through this Cardano Press? Possibly.
There's stuff there that allows you to log in, create an account with your wallet, and then the plugin has a lot of features. Like you can do initial coin offering, you can do donations, you can do a bunch of stuff that that uses crypto and Cardano specifically.
Awesome.
So that's something.
So I'm curious if we can do the accounting, the accounting on Web 2. So that we're not paying the fees, we're not sending out 100 gimbals and paying, 1.5 ADA or something to send that, but we can do the documentation somehow through the website or not, or do we keep it on a Google Doc?
We'll probably keep it on the Google Doc for now. I'm not sure that the website would be a really ideal tool for accounting stuff.
Okay. Because it just sounded kind of cool when you can connect your wallet as well, if there was a way, but I'm going to just step out of that because
Yeah, it's more for content management. So WordPress is a content management system. So it's for creating articles, websites, documentation, things like that. So it's not really a great accounting system that I'm aware of. There may be plugins for that, but yeah, it's something we can definitely look at.
Well, that's cool.
And then the other thing is
I liked how I heard that you said you can do donations. Would that be Pike? Would that have something to do with recording Pike's work?
We could put up a page for Pike and then people could donate directly, or we could have a section of the website for different projects with boots on the ground that are looking for donations, and we can definitely help support them that way so people can pick things
That
there.
would be absolutely incredible. There's one of our alternative sources of funding right there.
Mhm. Yeah,
And get the proposals that need to be funded. Perfect.
absolutely. Yeah, and a mechanism for us to, if we want to do it, kind of get donations in for the C4C Foundation and start to build up our endowment.
This is also part of our records. It's like, well, who are we and what are we supporting? And then it also increases our reputation
Mhm.
that we're actually doing it. We're actually sending money to boots on the ground, which is the goal, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted, but this is very exciting. Thank you.
Yes, there's lots of exciting stuff we could start to enable with this now. The other one is we're a year old, and it's kind of a technical thing, but websites have something called a SSL certificate, which basically encrypts traffic across the web, and they last for a year. And our website kind of started giving you that weird, this website is insecure message. So I worked with Jem on that, and we got it routed now through this service called Cloudflare, and they supply the SSL certificate now. And they also have some nice web analytics and stuff. We have a
Nice.
free account there. If we want to do some of the nicer things, we can upgrade if we want, but we're still, right now, it's just a free account, and the website should be back up and running now. So
yeah, I've seen this actually. It was a problem. I wanted to tell you actually, but I think you already managed to fix it.
Yeah, we fixed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
The Cloudways gives you free SSL as well, actually. Yeah.
Oh, I can jump in here and just say that there is there's something going on with the form. I wonder if that got fixed.
the form.
The form, like that's like the contact form on the website. If we fill it out, it like goes, it gave an error or something.
Oh, I haven't looked into the website. That's probably still broken if it was broken, because
I can check it out right now. I'm there.
Yeah.
It's a very old website that we haven't done anything with for a year.
Yeah,
there's an error. Yeah,
we're doing this. So yeah, we're now envisioning the information architecture of the website. We're looking at the website is an information center where people can go to see what are the events coming up, where's our link tree. So it'd be easy to just share a single URL and people can get all the information they need. Links to our Discord, Telegram groups, events. We're talking about a digital garden where we maintain some documentations around onboarding new people, how to participate, how-to guides, role descriptions, things like that we're working on with Ikigai. And then we're also envisioning regular content. So links to our YouTube that updates, we can post our events. If people really want to get involved in their Ikigai's writing, we have impact news or community updates weekly or other things that we can share, and we can—
That's Juanita.
We can blog and create content in different languages too. So yeah. And Little Fish Foundation has their vault. So we kind of use this as kind of the inspiration, but we're going to do ours on WordPress just because it's a little easier. Their vault requires people to know and understand GitHub and how to commit stuff, but we can put this on our website and have very similar things, and we can start putting in documentation about how C4C works and things, just so that people can onboard faster and know what we're about. So that's kind of where we're at. And we've been tending to work on this in little spurts asynchronously, but also kind of bring it up during our Friday.
C4C GTPBL.
Yeah, that one. I can't, it doesn't roll off the tongue for me. So yeah, so that's an update there. I don't know, any questions or yeah.
Cole, would he be one of your collaborators on the website?
Sure. Yeah, he's really good at that kind of stuff and the graphic design and things. So we'll definitely.
And Juanita as well is here, and she loves to write. Been biting at the bit to do a weekly newsletter for C4C. So there's two other people. I'm just sort of offering people, but maybe they should. Bruno, you got your hand up.
Wait.
Juanita.
It's time the new newsletter for the C4C.
Say that again.
I think it's time the new newsletter for the C4C.
Yes. So we can definitely do that. Like WordPress allows us to do a blog post, which can turn into an emailed newsletter as well. So we can start to build up a list of people interested in this topic. I think that's a great idea. If somebody wants to jump in and help start a newsletter, that one might be an amazing way to.
So Juanita, do you have the link to the Miro board?
I just put it in chat.
Yeah. Do you want to add your sticky, and how are you for working with Miro board, Juanita?
Yes, I see the link. I work in the new newsletter for this week or the other week. You see, tú me dices, you told me when the new newsletter.
Right. So do you want to work in the website on a blog? Would that help? Or do you want?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about it. We haven't created accounts or made editor stuff. We're gonna start with the Cardano press for access, and then we'll start to create roles. Like newsletter would be a great role, or a team.
Yeah.
Small
So
group.
Juanita, there you've got her on there, interested. So the connection's there. That's good.
Yeah, Juanita, can you drop your Discord handle into chat or something, and then I can just add it here so we can get in touch easy.
Yeah, but I connect by my cell phone. Please send me in the Telegram chat, please.
Okay, Telegram's better.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll drop her a Telegram in. Or do you know your Telegram handle, Juanita?
Yes. Telegram is very good. In my personal Telegram or the group Telegram or the new group Telegram.
Right.
Whatever.
Do you have your Telegram handle, the name that you use in Telegram?
No, I don't have the link.
Okay, I've got it. I've got it right here. I'm going to
Thank
put
you.
it in the chat, Nori.
Okay.
Thank you.
There we go. Perfect. Bellissimo.
All
Nice.
right. So that's basically the update.
Bruno's got his hand up.
Oh,
He's raring to help.
Bruno.
Just one thing I was mentioning before the call with Newman was having some sort of database with all impact projects, not just
please.
not just like a Catalyst one. So like Cardano, cross-chain, outside of blockchain in general, just so we can, could even build up a list for the impact lead generators to begin to contact as well.
How do I make that? Oh, there you go.
The other thing that came up just before the meeting was even, you know, how, say in Catalyst, you write a proposal. We've got the one from Swarm or Catalyst School. What if we start doing some sort of an impact form of a proposal for Catalyst, and it includes a checklist where you have to go check in and meetups, work on collaborations first, check for impact proposals that are already funded, all these things that seem to get missed prior to.
That sounds great. Bruno, is that something that you would like to help steer, the database of impact projects?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what I could do, but I could try. Yeah.
Okay.
Bruno, I'd love to work with you on that one, because I feel like that's the first step we have to do, is do our research and make it easy for other people to find it.
And then I can jump in here. It seems like that would be, it's such a for decentralized organizations, like the more people we have, the better this type of resource could be, especially if we facilitated it, we made it frictionless to get the links from wherever we find them into a curated list or database. That would be really the thing, I think. Because we come across these, lists and like what Bruno and I were talking about, is like, yeah, it's not necessarily just, blockchain things or Cardano things. It's from other, it's in the crypto space, the impact projects, like and then if it's not in Cardano, maybe we replicate them. Finding information, the problem sensing function of a decentralized org could be really great. And the same movements that we do for collecting stuff on our proposals inside of Catalyst is sort of the same movements that we do to find projects and resources outside of Catalyst as well. So I think that making that somehow in our DNA or in our processes like a really good thing. And so I'm thankful for Bruno for bringing that up. It's definitely something that I know is well received here, and it's part of our mission and goal and objective to bring all that together.
And sorry, did I change what you had offered, Bruno, to what I want you to do as far as impact proposals that are already funded? Was that something you were interested in?
Yeah, I think it's all connected, right? I think people need to not be reinventing the wheel, right? I think we always mention this, like people, if someone's already made a way to measure impact in a certain way, well, I don't need to go ask for money to do the same thing, right? I can just go use that tool or connect with that person and see how we can work together, rather than having so many proposals in Catalyst and some of them just seem like replicas of each other, right?
Perfect. So I'm just writing it in our regeneration opportunity for Cardano challenge, where you and I are working on collecting funded impact projects within and outside and Catalyst. Does that sound good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
And it looks like WordPress has some, I just did a quick search of different plugins that we could use to create forms where it's very easy for people to add these kind of data into our database. And then we can display it in a really nice way or create a registry or a table that people can view on our website. We might even be able to set it up so that people can add stuff themselves. So if you are an impact project, come to our website, you want to be part of this list because it's got so many great projects on there. We can make it so that we could decentralize that as well, so people can just add themselves in.
Would be good as well to have just anyone add people in, right? So if I come across a project on Ethereum and they're doing something cool and we don't know, I mean, even if we do have something on Cardano similar, it's good to have that knowledge of this other project. They can be doing stuff that we're not doing. They can have, an area of the world covered that we haven't covered, for example. And just having all of that information, I think is important, right? We're not just reinventing the wheel on the Cardano blockchain, right? We can also be inventing the wheel that's already been invented on Ethereum or on Cosmos or something.
And the technology, the technology is coming where we don't have to reinvent it on that other chain, but the technology is happening that it can come over smoothly to Cardano, as far as I understand, right?
Yeah, a lot of things, like in terms of like measurements and stuff, we don't need to find out how to measure stuff because people have already done that. So, there's no need to have a proposal for that.
iTree is doing some amazing stuff with locating trees. So like, why reinvent that on the Cardano blockchain when it's already there? But let's keep working on that. There was something else here. The Cardano Press, Nori. So adding information, I'm a little leery of opening it up to just anybody putting in their projects, and then all of a sudden we got scammers. I hate to go that route, but it is a fact of life that people will come in and abuse the system, especially when it's open source.
So that things need approvable, or somebody just looks at it and say, yes, this looks legit, and publish it.
Or with the Cardano Press, you said there's some sort of
we can say if you're part of the community, you can freely add stuff in, but you need to have a specific NFT or
in your wallet so that it approves that you are who you are.
Yeah, or you have to be a holder of gimbals or whatever it is. We can definitely
Okay, perfect.
mitigate it.
Perfect. I like that.
All right, I think that's it for the website and documentation stuff.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you very much, Nori. That was a lovely discussion. I really like setting it up with WordPress and information architecture. We will fix the broken form. Thank you so much for fixing the SSL certificate. And I liked how we used the Miro board to really get work done on that section.
Do we want to reach out to the community, the C4C community, for people that might be interested in working on the website? Kind of find a bigger pool than just our working team?
I definitely think so. There's going to be, like, just because of WordPress's, in the tech field, there's just tons of WordPress people, and it might be a really something that someone that has a skill would be able to, like, oh, I can participate here. So reaching out to WordPress developers in the community. Good idea.
Definitely drop the link and a message to come participate in the main Telegram, as well as somewhere in the Discord. So I'm happy to do that later after this meeting.
Because you have a separate link now for discussions on the website, right? That was at the very beginning?
Yes.
Perfect. Because that's where people, it's almost like the C4C GTBBL. If you're interested in tokenomics, that's where you go. You want to deal with website. This is where you want to go. You want to blog. This is where you go. Perfect.
Cool. Let's move on to the next topic on the agenda, the event planning. So I know that there was some discussion about really focusing in on the Cardano summit and basically making our impact, on-chaining your impact event, typically what we have in the first month of the new fund, that we just sort of roll those event activities, which is supporting the impact lead generation, and bringing that into our weekly events. I don't know if I'm summarizing that as well as I could, but the idea being that our events are now our next monthly event will just roll into our weekly events.
So
and
can I make a suggestion that the impact and the onboarding becomes part of our weekly meetups? So that it's an ongoing thing rather than just one hurrah.
Right. Yeah. And we've got the impact lead generating group really at a good clip now. And so we can
then that's perfect,
Yeah,
because then as new leads come in, we can have a portion within our weekly meetups ongoing that says, this is what Cardano's about. These are the updates. Here's the links. And start really integrating people into our community so they're not so lost for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think this is
meeting.
I want to say I think this is important, yeah, because when I joined like Catalyst, I was like, I'm kind of swimming alone everywhere, trying to find like, everything, and it's just overwhelming amount of information and documents. And so yeah, it would be nice to see some kind of onboarding weekly meetups.
We've all been swimming like that, lost
yeah.
in the sea of information.
Yeah.
And instead of having a small onboarding meeting like we've been having with you or myself, Cole, or you or whatever, we can have the entire community there in a breakout and say, connect. And maybe there'll be amazing connections that we didn't anticipate because the whole community's offering like ways of getting involved and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to put a heart on that one, Nori. Breakout rooms for specific connections. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just the space for the impact lead generator in each of the weekly meetups during this month of the on-chain your impact season, which is that beginning part of the season. And the intention of those meetings is to foster collaboration and think of use cases for blockchain technology and this decentralized way of working, mixing up impact and technology, basically.
And really, that's what we've been doing all along, is
Yeah.
hopefully fostering collaboration. We just gear the meetups towards, and then the big events, they can be something else.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I made a proposal on Monday, I guess that's yesterday, that we merge October and November and focus on the summit as our big event for both months, since it's a lot of work. If that's something we want to do or not, I wanted to ask, because the summit's coming up November 20th.
Sorry, one other thing, Nori, before, just to stay on the meetups. Meetups can have speakers as well. They're kind of like mini events, right? We can have speakers come, and then we can also have them come at the bigger events.
Mm-hmm.
Like John Buck is coming this week, for example. It's like an event, which will hopefully have more promotion for it as well. So we can also build up our meetups.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good idea, because then whoever is the speaker, like they are kind of like micro influencers, you could even send the link or a video that you've done on a meetup, and they could probably put this up on their like social media or somewhere like that, and this will bring actually naturally organic traffic as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. From the marketer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually done with many kind of bigger presentations and meetups. They actually bring together, let's say, 10 different micro influencers. And the idea behind it is because micro influencers, they have their own followers. And if they have their face in the, like somewhere on the cover, and they send it out to the micro influencers, they will put this in their social media. All of their, or some portion of their followers come as well. But if you have like 20 micro influencers, the more will come.
Mm-hmm.
You know who comes to mind right now, and it's almost, I'm a little bit afraid to say it on recording, but Rick McCracken, I think. I'm sorry, I'm butchering his last name, but you know, it feels like I heard yesterday that he actually helped fund the water proposals, I think Fund 6 that didn't get, and it changed my opinion of him. And it seems like he's been our adversary all along, but I think the problem being is that we haven't communicated, and we haven't actually found those places where we connect. And I'd really love for those opportunities to happen, where the people that appear to be against us, when we start recognizing those places where we overlap and intersect, we're going to start realizing that we actually are working in parallel somehow. I don't know, maybe that's.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not to get his following. Well, in maybe some ways, you know, if we can talk to him in some way and approach him, I'd be happy to do it as well. Figure that out.
It works like kind of in both ways, like, you know, someone can come and speak about their project, and in the same time, if they can advertise this in the social media, like, let's say they see like people from C4C, their project. So it's more like it's kind of this collaboration that happens through this.
I agree. I am mindful of the time. We've got about 10 minutes till the top of the hour. We're talking about the meetup.
Sorry, yeah, Nori, I interrupted you. Let's move on to the event. I think it was Nori.
It's just a proposal to merge our, basically merge October and November and make it one big event, which is the summit, and focus on that.
Totally makes sense.
It's going to take a lot of work, and November 20th is going to roll around really fast.
Yeah. That's already there, Newman, on the very first.
Okay, yep. But I think we can agree. I can take off the question mark. Here we go on that. Boom.
Yes, it's no longer a question, it's a yes.
It's an exclamation.
It's a yes, no, sorry,
Okay, yes.
sorry, Miro. It's a yes, yes, yes.
Yes, X3. Yeah, yes.
And
Yes.
Shakan's, okay, Little Fish, we have homework.
Yes,
We have,
due Wednesday morning, so get it done before then.
or
That's
we
good.
cram tonight. We've got a 4-hour cramming session.
And yeah. The Ikigai, the Ikigai, let's look at that for a second.
One thing for that homework that I thought would be really interesting is make a box of yourself and write down every role that you think you play within C4C.
We can call it whatever we want too, right?
Yes, so you can say I am the community
Butterfly.
leader or whatever it is.
Yeah, butterfly. That's a good one. Yeah.
And every piece of you that's here, it'd be interesting to see what people think they're bringing to this community, and get those out there as roles, because I think that's an interesting way of looking at it, because we're going to find stuff that isn't an event planning role or a meeting kind of role or an admin role. There may be other things that people are bringing. Yeah.
And that's really ground up too, isn't it?
Mhm.
Rather than the top down, like this is the role, these are the tasks that you do. And that's more the question of what do you bring? What do you see yourself? What is the things you're good at to come? I like that. Thanks, Nori. Oh, sorry, that's my, is that mine?
Yeah,
I went and took a copy of it, and I did the brain 4 or 5 hours on it just before, right after the meeting. So this is a Miro board for the rest of you. Is it restricted? It is restricted at this point, I think, to the working team that's been working with Shakan on figuring this out. And then we're going to scale it up to include more people, right? Or can new people jump in?
I think anybody can jump in at this point, because we've been running the sessions at the community meetups.
Perfect.
Yeah, see if you can join.
Okay, so there's the Miro board. If you're interested in finding out, interested in roles and tasks, how to remunerate community members for their work, finding a place where you can get paid, this is the place to jump in and start co-creating it. Right? Did I summarize that up?
That was a very good summary. That was a great summary. It's basically, and the way I see it is like looking at and becoming aware of the processes, the roles, the tasks. Really it aligns with the mission and vision. See how down here we've got our funded proposals, and that's sort of where we get the responsibilities, like things that we are to do. And then from those responsibilities, we sort of ascertain roles, which are sometimes listed in the proposals, sometimes not. But that's what we're going to do for the rest of these. I'm assuming that's what we'll do for the rest of these proposals. But then, so we can flip the system on and view it from the viewpoint of the proposals. But then we could also create and from the individual, and I can make, like, taking Nori's suggestion, I can make a box and just says, okay, here's Newman's sort of activities and roles in the organization.
And this, you said, Nori, the homework is for Wednesday, and that's going to be taken up during the breakout room at the meetup, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can probably do it after John, because we want to give him the main floor tomorrow, right?
He's got the first hour, so maybe this segues really well into our meetup, because we're running out of time. I'm almost feeling like planning the meetup needs to come a little bit earlier, just so that we can get that done. It tends to be left to the last minute, and then well, at least it has in the past, maybe not so much.
We can start on the Monday meeting because that's kind of what are we doing this week kind of meeting. And
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's jump right over
So
to
right
planning
now
the
we
meetup.
have John Buck from Governments Alive speaking. Nori, have you had a chance to be able to talk to him? Because he
Not
wants to know. He wants to know more about DREPs and what's currently happening with the circle.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy to let him know what's going on.
He comes in, I've got it in our Telegram chat, the hours that are available, or you just reach out to John. I'd love to be in that meeting too as well, but it's not important. It's not necessary.
Oh yeah, I just see a Telegram message.
Yeah, so yeah, meeting with him because he's got this amazing slide deck for Wednesday's meetup. And John comes in it from the top down and the bottom up, which to me is absolutely amazing. And yeah, he's tailoring his presentation for what we need.
Yeah, I sat in on that meeting yesterday and it was really good. I think, and I read the article that's being shared around about bottom-up decentralized governance and participation, and it's really good. I'm really looking forward to his meeting. How long of a time did we say that he would take?
He's gonna do 15 minutes, but then there's interactive. And I believe it feels like the Way of Council last week started this, and whether it goes an hour, he's available for 1 hour. So if it takes a half hour, then we can move right into the Ikigai portion, but that should be part of the main one. And if people want to continue practicing collaboration or facilitating collaboration, Vanessa's also coming. So
Nice.
I have a feeling it's going to be quite, I'd love to see the meetups become more interactive and less lecturing. That we have the Way of Council to me set the tone for what's going forward, at least for this month, where we set something up that we can hear from the community.
Yes, yeah, and then there's other styles of facilitation, which I think John is going to bring for us, and Vanessa. I'm also in the facilitation collective workshops that Vanessa is putting on, and it's opened my eyes to like what facilitation can be, and it's true. I think everyone recognizes that the model that we're working under isn't really serving our needs, and we can all get better at it. So yes, I hear you with making the meetups, different and focused on what we want to do, which is, more aligned with our mission, which is collaboration and decentralized engagement.
So Nori, you'll take a chance or have that opportunity with John just to fine tune his presentation.
Sure,
and then you'll have a
and said I'm available from 1 p.m. today Pacific time.
Okay, perfect. Okay. You've messaged him?
Yep, I messaged him directly on Telegram just now.
Perfect. Okay, I'll let him know because he does Telegram. I'll let him know on WhatsApp to make sure he sees that. Okay, I think we're almost done, aren't we?
Yeah.
Sorry for the meetup for tomorrow. So John Bucks kicks it off. And then the Ikigai, anything else we need to be covering tomorrow's meetup, in tomorrow's meetup?
Impact lead generation might be good.
And we also have to mention the Cardano Summit and the event planning and the whole thing about our collaborations right now is to stop being those starlings that are chattering in the tree and actually fly, show what we do. So that's very important. That's what it feels like for the Cardano Summit anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Impact lead generation, Cardano Summit. Okay. I think that feels good.
All right.
And we're wrapping up at the right time. Thank you all for being here. Bruno for your input, Rido for the marketing bit, Juanita for being always ready to timestamp and to do blogs. So Juanita for sure, Newman it'll be useful for the timestamp shortcut that you just had.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I've got some. Yeah. Timestamping is important. I can help. I'm looking forward.
Okay, thank you. It's so sorry for the later, but I really sick in 2 weeks. It's very complicated for me.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks,
Right.
everyone.
Thanks.
See you.
See you.
Bye.
Let's
Bye.
see.
Cheers, bye everyone.
Screens.